I'm Dave Kaiser from CCX Media. Thanks for joining us. We have a special update from the City of New Hope virtually. Once again, as you see, Mayor Kathi Hemken joining us from her home. Welcome, Mayor. How are you today?
Hi, Dave. Just fine, thank you.
Thank you for joining us once again. We have a number of items to touch on to keep people up to date. What's happening in the City of New Hope. We're taping this on the 14th, so let's get started. Mayor, first, city business. How are things running at City Hall? Who's there, who's not, and how are you moving some equipment around to help people out to work remotely?
Well, this is our fourth week, and I think we're doing very well. We've given laptops to most of our employees. They're working from home, so they're issuing permits and they're doing virtual inspections and they're getting checks ready and they're just working. We have a list of all the things they've been doing, and it's very impressive.
City website, obviously a great place to go if you need more information or to connect or do some business virtually. You can do it through the city's website. How about meetings for the city? How are meetings progressing here? Again, what is the format for meetings, and if people have comment for meetings?
Well, we're having virtual meetings. I go into City Hall. Andy Hoff is there with me, and the rest of the guys are there remotely. And of course, if you've got a question or a concern, you can always go online and send it to the department, and it'll get to the right person. We're going to have a meeting on the 27th of April, and that will be remote. We did cancel the work session on the 20th because there wasn't any major business going on.
Very good. And again, city website, the place to find out about upcoming meetings as well. Let's talk internally about some interviewing going on. So again, the business of the city continues. You're doing some interviewing for a communications position. Give us that update.
We're doing for the communications coordinator. We've got 4 applicants. They've been vetted, and now they're going to go to interviews with Kirk on Friday, I believe, and then we'll have an announcement on who that'll be.
Very good. Let's take a look around the city as far as public works and some of the projects people need to keep an eye on. And the first one affects everyone, street sweeping. Those fine machines will be out soon. Is that correct?
They will. They're going to start on the 20th. I hope they don't have to sweep snow because it is snowing at this very moment. So they'll sweep. We contracted for that, but the public works guys will follow those sweepers behind to take the junk away. So that should be completed in a week or so.
Take us through a couple of the other projects happening with the public works. I know they're busy. They have not stopped at all.
They have not, and they're trying to protect themselves as they work. So we've got a water main valve problem on 32nd Winnetka, and that will be worked on this week. They'll be sending out notices when the water will be turned off. There's also that water main repair from Medicine Lake Road to 29th, and that's still going on. Other than that, they're picking up trash in the parks, and they're just all over the place.
Give us a quick update, if you could, on Meadow Lake, on some of the maintenance for the future there on that plan, and also some of the maintenance of the rain gardens around the city. What can you tell us about those 2 areas?
Well, in Meadow, they have a plan for the Meadow Lake drawdown. That's finalized now. They're just looking at it to make sure everything's, they haven't put a date on when they're going to start that yet. Stantec has gone out and checked the rain gardens or actually repaired the rain gardens at the golf course and at Hidden Valley Park, and a third one. I can't remember where it was.
All right. There's a lot of those around the city. Let's talk Park and Rec for a few minutes, Mayor, and give people an update. Again, what's open, what's not open, what signs have been put in place, and also the fun part, let's talk about the pool progress.
Okay. Well, all of the park programs are on hold until at least the 31st of May. Things change rapidly, and so it might change next week, but as of right now, 31st of May, the park programs are all on hold. The basketball courts, the tennis courts, disc golf, and the trails, those are all open, but the skate park and the playground equipment is closed. They put up signs. They really don't want people at them. Police will be going around and breaking up groups that are there because we need to continue on with the social districting.
And how about the swimming pool? More progress being made. We had a few pictures last week of slides. What are we talking about this week?
Well, the kiddie playground equipment for the pool has been installed. They're going to start doing some landscaping around the pool and the parking lot. So those guys are still working. We don't know a date on that pool's going to open or if that pool's going to open.
Very
We're
good.
hoping.
Understandable. And another note, the bike rodeo has been canceled as a live event, but I know they're working on some things virtually, so stay tuned for more information.
And just one more thing about the golf course.
Sure.
The governor said that we could do maintenance. So maintenance is going on in the golf course, and hopefully we'll be able to open that course. But of course, that's up to the governor and the restrictions we have. There's a lot, if we do open, there will be a lot of restrictions with that. One of the highlights is Ironwood Apartments, which is right next to the golf course, has been leasing some of our parking spaces. And that's some needed revenue that we're getting in right now. So that's really helpful.
Very good. Let's take a bigger picture than the city of New Hope and talk about the comp plan. I know a number of cities in the state, obviously all cities are going through this process. It seems like a long time ago we talked about it, Mayor, but it's finalizing right now. Is that correct?
It is. We got the final notice from the Met Council that they accepted our comp plan. There are a few things we had to change like we always do every year. So that's working just fine.
Let's talk about the business networking group. Obviously, business is a key focus right now to keep businesses going in the city. Tell us about the group meetings and how people can get involved if they're interested.
Twice a month, the business networking group in New Hope meets, and they can go online to our city website and find out when the next meeting will be. Of course, those meetings are virtual. The last one we had was very well attended. We did it in conjunction with Twin West. And what was happening at that one is a lot of information on where small businesses can go to get some help. We were telling the other people in the business networking group to just stick with each other, help each other whenever you can. And so that's been very beneficial.
Very good. And information on the city's website, newhopemn.gov. Final few points we want to mention about the finance staff. They continue to work hard, and believe it or not, I think you said looking ahead to 2021. Is that right?
They are. They've got. They're working on the first quarter financials. AEM works with our finance staff, and so they've got those first quarter reviews out. They're working on the 2021 budget, and of course, payroll's going out every week, every 2 weeks.
Final notes: Fire and Police Department within the city. They are certainly giving you regular updates. Anything of note through those updates, or work continues as normal? We get
a daily update from them on what's been happening, so that we can keep in touch with whatever's happening in the city. And that's really been helpful. I have to take just a moment to thank Kirk McDonald and our city staff. They have done an amazing job. This is all very new to all of us. And we're all struggling with different parts of it, but I think staff has just been a phenomenal job keeping things going and making sure that everybody's getting what they need.
Very well said. Well, we thank you for your time as well of joining us once a week, and we will keep this up on a regular basis to keep residents of New Hope informed. newhopemn.gov, again, the city's website, if you want to find out more information or get some more details about things we talked about. Mayor Hemken, thanks again for your time. We will talk to you again soon.
Thank you, Dave.
Learn more about The Connection at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.